Good evening. Welcome to the regular monthly meeting of the Board of Commissioners held for the purpose of transacting the general business of the Township. Today's date is February 14, 2018. The meeting is being held in the Springfield Township building. Please stand and join the Board of Commissioners in a moment of silent reflection honoring the servicemen and women who've placed themselves in harm's way in order to help preserve our safety. Thank you. Please remain standing and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this point, I would entertain a motion dispensing with the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting as written and recorded in the official minute book of the Township.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. Please record a unanimous vote. We are in full complement tonight. The Board of Commissioners conducted executive sessions on January 31st and following the regularly scheduled meeting held on February 12th in order to discuss personnel matters. We also held one a few minutes ago to discuss matters of pending litigation. The Board is now open to comments or questions from the public. The Board draws particular attention to those items listed on the agenda this evening. Please be advised that once the committee reports begin, the Board can no longer accept questions from the floor. At the conclusion of the committee reports, public comments will once again be accepted. However, official action on those issues listed on the agenda will have already taken place. Therefore, if you wish to comment on an agenda item, now would be the appropriate time. Do we have any? We do not. So at that point, we will move on to the committee reports of the agenda. And I will start out as the chair of the Internal Affairs Committee. The first item on the agenda is number 1, the February bill listing. I move that the Board of Commissioners approve the January check reconciliation in the amount of $772,929.46 and the February bill listing in the amount of $1,111,385.39. That is my motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote. We now move on to the Zoning Hearing Board agenda. The Zoning Hearing Board did not receive any applications for hearings during the month of February 2018. Therefore, the regular meeting of the Zoning Hearing Board scheduled for February 26, 2018 has been canceled. The next regularly scheduled meeting of the Zoning Hearing Board will be held on Monday, March 26, 2018 at 7 o'clock in the Springfield Township building. Item 3 is the Zoning Hearing Board solicitor. During the January meeting of the Zoning Hearing Board, the board appointed Catherine Harper of the Timothy Knox Law Firm, Fort Washington, to serve as the solicitor to the Zoning Hearing Board. The next item is Polling Place 2-1. During the Municipal Campus Renovation Project, Polling Place 2-1, that's Ward 2, District 1, was relocated from the Springfield Township building to the Recreational Hall at 1200 Willow Grove Avenue, which is also the location for Polling Place 5-1. With the completion of the Municipal Campus Renovation Project, the Polling Place 2-1 will be relocated to the new Springfield Township Library. Placing the new polling place in the library will, 1, be generally more convenient for those in Ward 2-1, 2, help reduce confusion and congestion at the Recreational Hall between polling places 2-1 and 5-1, and 3, provide Township residents ongoing exposure to the Township Library, and 4, provide ample parking. Furthermore, the Township Library is open for business on both the primary and general election days. That's the announcement on 2-1, and all the people will get, that's effective with the primary in May, right, Don? And all the people that live in 2-1, which if you used to vote in the Township building and got moved a couple years ago, that would be you, you will get notification in the mail. Okay, and then we have the next item, a Zoning Hearing Board appeal. There was a decision of the Zoning Board denying a variance, and that has been appealed. So we are now going to talk about defending that appeal. I move that the Board of Commissioners authorize the Office of the Township Solicitor to defend the appeal of the decision of the Zoning Hearing Board related to the application of George Hudson for the property at 1150 East Mermaid Lane, Winmore. The Zoning Hearing Board denied the application of Mr. Hudson to operate an automobile repair shop at 1150 East Mermaid Lane, and Mr. Hudson is appealing the decision to the Court of Common Pleas. That is my motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. That concludes my report. We'll move on to the Chairman of the Public Works and Facilities Committee, Commissioner Shum.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have one item this evening concerning the intersection at Arlingham and Sunnybrook Roads. I move that the Board of Commissioners authorize the construction of intersection improvements, including the establishment of a multi-way stop intersection at the intersection of Arlingham and Sunnybrook Roads. The plans of the intersection improvements were designed by the Township engineer. The project will be managed by the Township Department of Public Works. In conjunction with the establishment of a multi-way stop intersection, I move that the Board of Commissioners amend Springfield Township Code, Section 107-28, Schedule 5, Stop Intersection, Subsection B, Flowertown, by establishing stop signs on 1 Sunnybrook Road at its intersection with Arlingham Road with a direction of travel eastbound, and 2 Arlingham Road at its intersection with Sunnybrook Road with a direction of travel westbound. The multi-way stop intersection was established through an evaluation of the intersection conducted by McMahon Transportation Engineers and Planners, dated May 30th, 2017. That's my motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor?
Just a brief comment, just that this motion, the construction of this three-way stop sign is overwhelmingly supported by the residents of the Sunnybrook Arlingham neighborhood, and they really applaud the board's efforts in approving this.
Great. Any other comment? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote. Glenn?
That concludes my report, sir.
Thank you, Commissioner Shum.
You're welcome.
We move on to the Chairman of the Community Development Committee, Commissioner Standish.
Distracted, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have one item this evening. I move that the Board of Commissioners reappoint Joseph Devine and Amanda Helwig to new 4-year terms of service as members of the Springfield Township Planning Commission. The new 4-year terms of service shall expire February 16th, 2022. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
Thank you. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Is that what that beeping was? We now call on the Chairman of the Cultural and Environmental Resources Committee, Commissioner Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm pleased to announce that during the month of January 2018, Springfield Township residents recycled 258 tons of material with a householder participation rate of 74.2%. The net costs to the township for the month were $16,051.71. That concludes my report, Mr. President.
Thank you, Commissioner Wilson. We move to the Chairman of the Parks and Recreational Resources Committee, Commissioner Graham.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have one motion for the board this evening. I move that the Board of Commissioners grant permission to the Winmore Hose Company to conduct their annual carnival at the township-owned Veterans Park on June the 5th through June the 9th of 2018. And in conjunction with the Winmore Hose Company's carnival, I move that the Board of Commissioners waive the provision of Section 3303.1-12 of the Springfield Township Fire Prevention Code in order that the Winmore Hose Company may conduct a fireworks display at the Veterans Park on Saturday evening, June 9th of 2018. This waiver is conditioned upon the following. 1, the Winmore Hose Company and their pyrotechnical firm shall add Springfield Township as an additional insured on their certificates of insurance for the event. And 2, the Winmore Hose Company and their pyrotechnical firm shall work closely with the Township Fire Marshal to help prevent an accident and to create a plan of action in the event of an accident, does occur for the activity. That is my motion.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
That concludes my report, Mr. President.
Thank you, Commissioner Graham. We move to the co-chairman of the Public Safety Committee, Commissioner Maxwell.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have two items this evening. The first one is a police sergeant appointment. I move that the Board of Commissioners promote Corporal Sean Badalato to the position of Police Patrol Sergeant effective March 5th, 2018. Corporal Badalato successfully passed a written examination and oral interviews conducted by Safe City Solutions, LLC, and also received an outstanding performance evaluation from Chief Picco. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? I just want to make a brief comment. We've made this comment before about the diversity on our police force. Right now, we have roughly 30 officers. We have 2 women and we have 1 person of color. And the board and the township would like to see more diversity on the board. The best way to do that is to increase the diversity of the applicant pool, and it's something that we've been trying to figure out ways to do that. Commissioner Graham has taken that on as a mission, has been working with the chief. In this case, the 2 finalists for sergeant were a man and a woman, and we have rigorous objective analysis and testing, as you heard, and the gentleman came out on top, and so we are following those rules. We do. The 2 women that are on the force, 1 is a corporal and 1 is a sergeant at this point. But I just want to say that we are committed to that, but we're not at this point committed to breaking the rules to do that. So any ideas on how to increase the diversity of the applicant pool, we're all ears for, and I will commend Commissioner Graham for some of the ideas he's come up with, and hopefully we'll see more people that are in there, the better we're going to get. Does anybody want to add anything to that? Did I capture it? I think I speak for everybody. Okay, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
Next is police patrol officer appointments. I move that the Board of Commissioners extend a conditional offer of employment as a probationary police officer in the Springfield Township Police Department of Ralph James Burroughs, Bowman Street, Philadelphia, PA, effective March 5th, 2018. The condition of employment is successfully passing a physical and a psychological examination. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
Next, I move that the Board of Commissioners extend a conditional offer of employment as a probationary patrol officer in the Springfield Township Police Department to Matthew Tauscher, Lawton Street, Philadelphia, PA, effective July 9th, 2018. The condition of employment is successfully passing a physical and a psychological examination. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
That concludes my report for this evening.
Thank you, Commissioner Maxwell. Finally, we go to the Chairman of the Library Committee, Commissioner Cobb.
Thank you, Mr. President. First, I'm pleased to announce that the library is in fact open for business, and they have received really record numbers of new registrations and are very excited about having such an asset for the township. I have 2 motions this evening. First is for the Library Advisory Committee membership. I move that the Board of Commissioners appoint Jennifer Kolodner of Fraser Road to a new 3-year term of service as a member of the Springfield Township Library Advisory Committee. The new 3-year term of service shall expire December 31st, 2020.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
The second motion is for library shelving. I move that the Board of Commissioners authorize the sale of the used library shelving from the Old Township Library via an electronic public auction known as Municiped. In the event of the sale of the used shelving is not accomplished via the public auction, authorization is provided to sell the shelves for salvage value.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Please record a unanimous vote.
Thank you, Mr. President. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Commissioner Cobb. We now move to our second and final opportunity for public comment. Is there any? There being none, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.
New record.
14